answer in my head, time to write my scripture. Tearing through my heart, need to paint a picture. Praying that my faith won't let me down. Cutting through my soul, there's a world wide open. Look up at the stars, trying to find my moment. Push it till I break, or the clock runs out. Cause we don't hide, we don't cry, we don't die out. I just wanna be victorious. Doesn't matter what my story is. Even when the darkness shines, I'm not gonna lose this fight. I just wanna be victorious. Fire in the flames, it's glorious. Even when the darkness calls, I'm not gonna lose it all. I just wanna be victorious. Us, victorious. Us. Bury me alive with the beast and demons. Gotta walk through fire to know what you believe in. Rise up from the smoke and the ashes now. Yeah, cause we don't hide, we don't cry, we don't die out. I just wanna be victorious. Doesn't matter what my story is. Even when the darkness shines, I'm not gonna lose this fight. I just wanna be victorious. Fire in the flames, it's glorious. Even when the darkness calls, I'm not gonna lose it all. I just wanna be victorious. Us, victorious. Us, victorious. Us, victorious. Us. Victorious, victorious. Victorious, victorious. I just wanna be victorious. Doesn't matter what my story is. Even when the darkness shines, I'm not gonna lose this fight. I just wanna be victorious. Fire in the flames, it's glorious. Even when the darkness calls, I'm not gonna lose it all. I just wanna be victorious. Us, victorious. Us.
Like, boys, I'm just jamming the music he's got playing. Oh, he's back.
Jay Mulder, we have a development.
And we are live here on Work TV at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the second Indianapolis 100 in the GGR Racing League. Joined tonight, I'm joined by Paul Granata in the booth up here, and we have our pit reporter, Christian Visconti. How are you guys doing down there?
Not looking forward to this race, tell you that much.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it away real quick here as practice becomes to an actually with qualifying. Did not know it was group qualifying. My bad. Yeah. So as we take look as we go qualifying, we were watching practice, and well, it was an interesting one. We saw some single cars, some big pack racing, and I think we went for a good, interesting 40 laps, especially about $25.
Right now we're having a look at, I believe that is Ryan Martin trying to qualify here in that number 9 Black Rifle Coffee machine coming down the front straightaway to complete his lap.
And that's going to move him to P2 on the board. P3. Honestly, your second lap should be faster than your first if you hooked it right. I don't know what the before line is at this track for qualifying, if it's to the high and to the bottom. But as now we see
That's the 4 of Nick Pena here. Out for a
I
run.
was listening. Got a bunch of people on the racetrack right now as we wrap up. Well, 3 minutes left to qualify. 2:40. The one thing I'm going to mention here before we get round up in the race is limited tire sets. So I don't know how big tire fall off is going to be, but if it becomes big, we will see people on pit road for tires. One fast repair. So if you wreck, you got that one opportunity to fix your car and get back out there. So being at this 40 laps, I don't know how aggressive you be from the start, but I think we definitely watch the fast repair limit and try to keep track of it because I know it's going to be very hard to.
And we see a spinner right there. That's Austin Duran in the 45. And looks like he got into some trouble there.
Yeah, as we hit under 2 minute mark here. Hunter Fox right now P1, Ryan Kane P2, and then Bruce Armstrong in P3. I don't know exactly as Austin continues to have issues qualifying. He is now on his side. Well, that's a backup all day.
Yeah, they're going to have to go to the backup right there. See if we can find anyone else qualifying here, sorry.
Yeah, Henry Clappett's working on lot number 2 right now.
The 73 of Brady Cox.
He's just chilling there. He's like, I ain't going out. Hunter Fox currently P1.
Believe qualifying is just about over here. It's the timer taken out. I don't think anyone else will be putting in a lap. And right now, saying on the pole is the 3 of Hunter Fox. With a... Go ahead.
Speaking of it, Henry's going to finish his second lap, and he's going to go a 59.041, which is going to put him, well, not any better, but he's going to right hook and roll. Now I think that's, and if you find Jaden Carter, is going to draw out and go complete lap number 2 right now.
It's right on board with Jaden Carter here as he heads down the front straightaway. He'll cross the line.
And he's going to put down a 59. So, seems like the first lap was definitely faster than the second lap both times of both those last 2 drivers. Multiple other issues in qualifying as the O2 hits the wall. But, yeah, that's going to round out qualifying here. And we got Hunter Fox on pole.
And as we get ready to go racing here, let's have a look at our starting grid. As starting on the pole for tonight's race, Hunter Fox in the number 3 with a 58.899. And alongside him will be the 88 of Ryan Kane. Behind them in row number 2 is the 20 of Bryce Armstrong and Bryson Root. And then in row 3 we've got Brad Sawinski and Ethan Harrison. Row 4, we got Henry Clappert and Jaden Carter. Then row number 5, we've got the 9 of Ryan Martin and Garrett A. White. Followed by Tristan Rivers and Jason Marshall. And then we got Nick Pena and Christian Visconti. And further back now, we have Austin Duran and Josh Patterson. Those guys setting laps here. And rounding off the grid, we've got Dimitri Mundros and Jeff Acevedo. Then Brady Cox and Nicholas Thanasolis. And last but not least is Bob Schumacher, who also did not set a lap. As now we look at our race info, our weather here, 72 degrees, so warm day, not too hot out here, and a warm track temp of 102 degrees Fahrenheit. And wind probably won't be affecting us too much this afternoon, just a minute and a half past noon here. So we now have a look at this track. It's a 2.5 mile, I don't know why it says 3 miles, 2.5 mile oval configuration with 4 fairly flat 90-degree corners. We're going to see these guys 3 and 4 wide most likely as we get going here. Yeah,
I'm going to say something real quick too. With the humidity being 0%, these drivers are going to let it hang. It's not too hot underneath the underneath the sun today, as it just went cloudy for a second. But yeah, we're going to look our way. I think it's 1 degree. I think we're going green this time. So taking us to the green will be Hunter Fox, Ryan Came, and Bruce Armstrong. So it'll be really interesting to see if that top 3 stays the same over this first lap or if it dramatically changes. But I think you're going to see some aggression over here in the first couple laps, but I think a lot of these guys are going to see drop to the rear and save that fastest pair and try to set up a wreck. I know previous on the unstream races, Henry Clapper, he's been able to find his way around the racetrack with his fastest pair. So we're going to continue to watch him, and he's going to be one of my favorites to watch.
For sure, as the pace car pulls off, and we're going to go racing here. Hunter Fox leading us to the green, and already some dramatic racing going on out back. We've looking at some 3 and 4 wide action here.
So over race control, I'm hearing a little bit of checkup on the restart. Maybe Henry and Ryan Malton with some damage, but not 100% sure about that one.
As we head down into turn number 2 here, they're side by side, and they're pretty spread out here. Hunter Fox has obviously pulled away quite a bit, and now we're seeing some guys drop low, trying to drop to the back, save their cars for the end of this thing. Obviously, wide open around this racetrack and a lot of tight racing. So we now see Hunter Fox losing that lead, and we've got a car coming down the access road. That's the 3 of Hunter Fox, actually.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to stay out of trouble, and I think he got a little bit loose trying to do it. I wouldn't stay down on the access road due to the concern of getting loose and spinning out, but he's going to actually keep it down pretty good, and I think if I remember, Hunter Fox was the race leader, so he qualified on pole and immediately get out of harm's way.
As now we come back to see who will lead the first lap here. And leading that first lap will be Garrett White, and he'll get the point for fastest lap as they are 4 wide up front here.
You were wrong. It's Brad that will have the first lap. That's okay.
And it
close, but
appears I got the wrong information there.
Yeah, actually we see some 3-4 wide racing down the back straight away. I don't know what these drivers are doing on lap number 2, but definitely some aggression. I think people want that extra bonus point for leading a lap, and then I think you're going to see some people go get lead most laps. But 4 wide racing, well, that just ended pretty quick, but it's still double wide as they work their way 3 wide going into turn number 4. I think you could be 3 wide for a little bit, but I honestly think when these tires get old, and I think people are going to start having some issues.
Yeah, for sure. As we see these guys come down the front straightaway again, and we got a car hitting pit road there. Not sure who that was, as they're coming back side by side, 4 wide at the line. And who got it that time?
Bruce Armstrong will lead that lap. Bryce Armstrong, my bad. And he's going to bail out of this one, and he's going to start headed to the back. I know something I don't know is the field mileage. I kind of wish I knew that information, because it would be crazy to know if people are trying to play some pit strategy later.
This race could get exciting. We saw a couple weeks ago at Kentucky, it looked like it would be a thrilling fuel mileage finish, and it ended up having a caution later on in the race and throwing that fuel strategy away. But a track like this, I mean, 2.5 mile racetrack, you can't give up that idea of fuel mileage coming into play here.
Yeah, as you continue to watch this battle for the race lead, we got Garrett White on the top. The bottom's Ryan Malton, but I think Garrett's going to take advantage of it. And no, just as I say that, Nick is going to take it to the outside, and he's going to lead this lap.
And that's Nick Pena. He's going to lead that lap and get that bonus point. You get 1 bonus point for leading a single lap, and you get a point for leading the most laps in a race. So that's what these guys are contending for early on, along with that track position.
As we continue to watch us working our way through lap 4, so nice little green flag run here. I probably just jinxed us, but as you can see, people are starting to calm down. We still got a little bit crazy racing, but everyone's giving and taking. I think you see around lap 30 to go, or so about 10 to go, my bad. You'll see the aggression really pick up, but everybody's playing nice with each other right now.
Right there, we see them entering turn 3 wide further back, but they're giving each other a lot of room here. Lots of calm racing. They're moving around a little bit, but they're not getting too aggressive. It's a long race out here. And with $25 on the line tonight, nobody wants to end their day early.
Very true. And yeah, very true. As I got distracted by some race information, I had to make sure I was right about that. But yeah, so as we continue to watch this battle for the race lead, I don't think Gil's led a single lap yet. I think he's been close, but I don't think he's been able to get it done yet. As we see down the back straightaway, I don't know what lane it's before line right now. The top or the bottom? What do you think?
Yeah, it's really tough to say. I feel like off the top, you'd get that run down the straightaway. It might be easier to keep your cars straightened out and push each other, having the wall as kind of a guide, like a visual guide beside you. But the bottom, usually the shortest line around the racetrack, usually the fastest and usually the safest place to be once we get closer at the end and some wrecks start to happen.
I ain't gonna lie. Our turn number 3. Once again, a
Oh,
3 wide move.
aggressive
man.
move.
Oh, that was Nick that might have touched the wall there.
Yeah, Nick Pena nearly in the wall, might have even touched it as he looked like he got forced up in the wall in that black number 4 here.
I'm gonna go to our in-race reporter who's currently sitting back in 16th. Kristen, what are you seeing out of these drivers right now?
I see a wreck happening in a couple laps. I mean, these guys are acting really crazy for it being not even, 25% of the way through. But I don't know. I'm just waiting and hoping I can save my faster here for the end. And hope these guys use up theirs early.
10-4, thank you, and well, keep on pushing. But yeah, as we continue to work our way now through 3 and 4 here, these leaders keep making a 3 wide, and I ain't gonna lie, 3 wide is not gonna work much longer if you continue to drive like this.
And let's have a look at the onboard of Nick Pena here. He's headed down the front stretch, middle of 3 wide right now. And some very tight racing. He's been a strong driver throughout all the races so far this season. A contender up front, and he's managed to be a little lucky as well, keeping his car clean throughout these races.
Well, I can make our good news. Garrett, who's been in the middle for like last 4 or 5 laps, well, he finally got his lap led, and he checked out pretty quick.
And we see a clean air view from Ryan Martin. He's hanging on this lead right now. And
again, Ryan can see a lot of clear, but I don't know how clear you can see on the side of his car right now.
is there a tight 3 wide contact maybe?
Oh, that got a little bit close. I don't know if it was contact made, but I thought they were going to wreck them. You normally don't make that contact and get out of that one okay.
That's for sure. And Ethan Harrison ducked down off the track there in that blue and orange McLaren 77 machine back there. He ducked out, went to the axis raise there, 4 wide at the line.
They're making some aggressive moves on lap 8. Still 32 laps to go, and they're making it look like it's like 2 to go.
Yeah, very aggressive driving here, and you gotta think some of the guys further back might be saving a little fuel, trying to play that strategy, while these guys up front, they're trying to assert their dominance and show that they've got pace, they got speed, they can contend once we get into the closing laps of this thing.
I just want to give you a quick rundown here, and I don't know, we're not going to go back and look at it, but Henry Clapwood might have had an issue. He's 33 seconds off the pace. Like, he is really slow to hit these lead lap leaders. Don't know what happened to him, but he faded pretty quick.
We're now seeing some 3 wide, 4 wide. That almost took 5 wide down the front straightaway. 4 wide this time at the line again. And that front straightaway, I think, if anywhere we're going to have a big wreck, it's going to be there. And oh, we got contact! It's Ryan Martin around! And oh! Car jumping off each other and a crash will bring out the first caution of the afternoon here.
Oh, I hope Bob's okay. That man just took a wild ride through tournament 1.
That was a
rough.
big crash right there. Ryan Martin got turned around.
Dimitri is going to stop in 1 and 2, in the middle of 1 and 2. He's going to try to get a refire, but he's destroyed. Ryan Martin destroyed in this one. I don't know how many people got taken out on that, but it looks like Nicholas has some damage. Bryson's gonna tow. He's got some damage. Multiple cars and damage. That's yeah. Bob's on pit road. Bryson's on pit road. Yeah. We got a couple wrecks here.
We got a work replay coming up right here as we have a look down the front straightaway this time. And off in that first corner. And yeah, we see Ryan Martin just taken out right there. See if we can get a better look at that.
Can we get an onboard of maybe the guy on the inside?
Let's go back a little bit here.
I don't know who that was on the inside, but we get an onboard of that. That was a wild wreck. Who is that on the inside?
Let's have a look here from our camera angle up in turn number 1 here. So they head off into the corner, and yeah, Martin just gets turned around and takes another car, and then we see some more contact further up, and a car in the catch fence, it looks like.
Yeah, that
Hefty
was
flip right there.
He took a horrific crash. He actually hit the catch fence. Who was hoping he could drive back to pit road. It looks like he had to tow. So I ain't gonna lie. It looks like Ryan Moulton, Dimitri, and a few other guys have to use their one fast repair already.
See if we can't get one last look at this. The 21 car. Looks like he might have had some connection issues. He's further back in that wreck. Not a very good angle. You can see, out of his point of view, that car flipping right there. So that was our work replay. We'll get back to the live action here.
And we got pit stops. Everybody has entered the pit lane.
And pit road, a popular place here as we cross into lap 11 now. So a quarter of the way into this thing.
I don't know what the field load since call is, but everybody seemed to pit right there, so must be low on field. Christian, I know you're on the racetrack. What was it showing like you for field?
We're not using up all that much. I believe we're still gonna have to stop at least one more time here. I think the fuel run's probably about 20-25 laps if I was looking at it right. Maybe 30, but I think we'll have to stop one more time.
All right, thank you. Yeah, so as we get the race off pit road, who's it gonna? Is it Nick? It might be Nick here.
Yeah, it looks like it might have been. Yeah, he is the first one back out there, so Nick Pena will inherit the lead here.
I'm showing Nick, Garrett, Brad, and Brady, and then Ethan Harrison.
Let's have a look further back here.
Nobody stayed out. Was interesting. So 11 laps in, strategy not being played. Different strategies not being played. As we work our way onto our fourth yellow tonight, hopefully our last.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like quite what we're going to get tonight, as some crazy racing already so far, and honestly it was a matter of time before we had that first wreck. And I was surprised that it took them that long to get into an incident with how tight they were racing and how aggressive they were. But it's awesome to see these guys racing wheel to wheel, not backing down, showing a lot of excitement to these fans.
Yeah, very true. As I do think the pace car lights are off, so that will be our 1 degree mark. We're getting ready to go back green, and our top 5 will be Nick, Garrett, Brady, Ethan, and yeah. As we work ourselves under the middle 1 and 2 here, I think Ryan Moulton, who was the first one on that wreck, he's gonna restart 9th. Henry, who was 33 seconds off the pace earlier, he's gonna be starting 13th. Then we got Jason, who was P1 coming to pit road. He's going to be 14th. Austin, 15th. Hunter Fox, 17th. Dimitri, who was up against the wall. He is still slow. I don't know if he has to let somebody by, but he is currently sitting 12th. Well, that's going to change once he hits the line. So, yeah, definitely some questions being answered here.
So, of course, we had that first caution of the day. Only 1 caution lap so far. Looks like it'll be 2 or 3 caution laps once that gets sorted, and we're looking at 29 laps to go, but those are 29 long laps, about a minute each to go around this 2.5 mile racetrack, and 9 lead changes so far in this race. It's been an exciting one, a close one, lots of tight racing, lots of 3 and 4 wide so far, yet to see 5 wide, but I think it'll be a matter of time before we see them get that packed up. It's Nick Pena. Go ahead.
Right before we go back green, just giving everybody a quick update. We got 2 cars currently 1 lap down. That's Bob and Bryson. And as we get ready to go back green here. I'll let Jay take us back to the green.
All right, it'll be Nick Pena in the number 4 machine alongside Garrett White as they come down into turn number 1. And we're back underway at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Nick Pena leading. And he's got Garrett White holding him tight here as they come off into turn number 1.
Yeah, true. As continuing for the side-by-side battle for the lead. As we continue to see Nick on the bottom, Garrett on the top, and Brady's he's gonna go all the way up to the wall and let everybody by. As Ethan Harrison trying to take a 3 wide and be aggressive, will he make an aggressive move to the lead? He will go in the middle.
We got a car in the grass. Further back there, we had a car spin in the grass.
Oh, it's Nicholas. He's gonna actually end up spinning. He's gonna try to get back going. As you can see right now, he's gonna try to get back going. And now the yellow's out, so I don't know what we missed. Unless that's the yellow that he brought out. But I don't see anybody else spun around, so that must have been the yellow.
Yeah, an unfortunate situation, and I think he has a faster pair spare. I don't believe he is involved in that first big wreck, but man, that car is beat up. He might have to tow it back to the pits here. And so he does. That's a huge hit for that 21 team.
Yeah, we're going to pop a replay up as I don't truly know what happened. All I saw in the background was a car spinning through the grass.
Let's get another look at that incident further back in the field there. We're not quite sure what instigated that incident. Just appeared the 21 got off track there and got in the grass. Not sure if that... it almost looked intentional. We'll have another look at here.
I think he was trying to let people by as he wanted to drop out, but I don't think he realized the grass was going to do that. So you can see he takes to the left off the... Yeah, he starts letting people by and then hits the grass and just absolutely loses the front end of the car. And that's a big hit to take. You ain't getting out that one. Your tires knocked in pretty good. You probably would have had a tow. He went back on the racetrack, and right there is probably what brought out the yellow was how slow he was as he came back on the racetrack. And as you can see, that one car that passed him would have set the caution off.
And, of course, we have seen him have a couple of connection issues. He's blinked in and out a handful of times here, so maybe that had something to do with that incident. Maybe he thought he was somewhere he wasn't. Not quite sure what instigated that. But we'll get back to the action here up front.
So, as we see some people actually hit the pit lane here. And this time through pit lane, we're going to have Henry, Garrett, Jeff, Tristan, Austin, Kristen, all on pit road, and Jason, and Hunter, and Bryce, and Dimitri, and Josh, and Jaden on pit road. Ryan Kame is on pit road. I think he was far enough up. No, he's actually on pit road, and he's going to go one lap down. So maybe an issue for the Ryan Kame machine.
And it looks like a lot of fuel stops for these guys. Tires might not be wearing that much. I wonder if we'd hear from our in-race reporter, Christian Visconti. How's it going down there, bud?
It's alright. Tires, as you mentioned, they are not wearing at all. I'm 100% all the way around. I decided to top off here to just get a bit extra fuel because I think we're pretty much in the window right now. And we'll just hope to survive from here on out to the end.
Yeah, for sure, and we all know as these types of races usually go, once that window opens and they can make it to the end on fuel, that's when the action really starts to pick up. Not that it hasn't been exciting to this point, but I think we're going to start seeing some more aggression from these drivers and a lot more tight racing. So we'll get back up to the field here. And Ethan Harrison now in the lead after some pit stops there. Some guys hit pit road. He'll control the second restart of the evening.
Very true. As we they did shorten the yellow here. I forgot to say that. I was listening to race control here over the under the yellow. They have shortened it by 1 lap, so we will be going green this time.
That is what we like to hear, and since we only made it to the back straightaway, we will see a single file restart here. Ethan Harrison.
Yep. Ethan Harrison will take the grid, and he launched immediately off the grid, and he's going to go Q1 at the line, and then you got Nick, Brad, and Ryan near top 4.
So we get a view from the grandstand in turn number 1. It's Ethan Harrison all the way out front as he is going to be followed down there by the 4 of Nick Pena. We see the cars are very spread out when we get these single file restarts like this.
Actually, we do have a battle for the race leader working away down the backstretch.
That's Nick Pena on that outside. It looks like he's getting some drafting help, but now he's going to get overtaken around the outside.
We have another one in the grass. It's the same guy as last time. This time he doesn't hit the bad. He continues straight.
Hopefully we keep it green here as we're getting some exciting racing as these guys catch back up to the leaders. We see these single file restarts. We got contact! Ethan Harrison and Ryan Martin hard in the outside wall. Caution back out. Ethan Harrison, the race leader, is now in the wall. And just a pop-up caution right there. Nobody was seeing that coming. They only had 5 or 6 cars in that front pack, and a little bit of contact, couple of cars in the wall, and we're back under caution here at Indianapolis.
I hate to interject, but that was scary.
I was we were talking about the call on the grass, and then we looked back to the main pack, and we got Ryan Maltman, who had no fast repair, and he was spinning up the racetrack. His night's done. Ethan, you can see how his car is driving down pit road right now. That thing is completely sideways, completely drunk. Hope he has a fast repair.
Yeah, he's just trying to limp that thing back home here as we get a look at what happened now. Ethan Harrison out front in that orange car, or no, second row here, and Ryan Martin bounces off that car up top, and Martin hard in the outside wall. Harrison gets in that wall. Not quite as hard of a hit, but definitely some damage. He'll have to take a fast repair, and that will put him at none, so he'll have to really take care throughout the rest of this race. Save that car and make sure he can make it to the end. We see these races get exciting at the end, and to get damaged this early on, not what you want to have happen.
No, and it's like 4 laps away from taking the halfway mark. We're going to see everybody... Oh, no, as pit road becomes open again. I honestly don't know the aggression right now with this many laps to go, with the still 23 laps to go, on why we were being so aggressive right now. But as you continue to see, as everybody's on pit road again.
Yeah,
Nicholas got his free pass.
That'll bring that car back in the contention, and let's have a look at the, believe the 4 car might have stayed out. Yeah, the 4 car stayed out, followed by the 28 car. So that's Nick Pena and Brad Sawinski staying out, along with third position that looks like Bob Schumacher. Yep, the 24 machine, the Red Bull. And the 65 staying out as well. That's Jeff Acevedo.
And I think the pace call lights are off, but I'm not nope, they're still on, so it does not look like we go green this time unless they change it.
Well, and I want to give a quick mention to Nick Pena. I mean, he's done well in all the races so far this season, but he's been out front all throughout this race and just really continuing to show his skill in these cars, in this car track combo that this series runs. A lot of wide open racing, this almost like plate racing type stuff, and he's done a good job keeping a clean car and keeping himself in contention throughout these things.
Very true, and I continue to watch Henry. I know he was dead last a couple laps ago. Well, I wouldn't be sleeping on him too far. He's back down 8th place, making his run to the front.
And here we are looking at Henry Clappert, of course, the classic Henry Cam on board the Monster Energy 34 machine. And he's making a charge to the front. He's a fast car here.
And I think he just gained 2 more spots, so he might be sitting 7th now, or 6th now, one of the 2. Yeah, move Henry to the 7th position. So, hey, inside row here wants to take the green flag, and I think the pace call lights all off now, so we will be going back green here.
That's what we like to see. We like to see these laps run under green as short of cautions as possible. Lots of racing action. Let them settle it under green flag conditions. Don't end it under caution here. So We're going to get back to green, and we're looking at halfway when we get back on.
Yeah, I think Nick has led a handful of these laps, and I think he's only a handful away from leading the most laps. He seemed to be able to get up front and stay up there. Brad contending up here. Just got wood that he ain't like normal iRacers out here on wheels. He's on a controller, and he's he's getting it done in second place now. So congrats to him. Bob up here in third place. We saw him barrel rolling about 10 laps ago, and he's back and made a good recovery. Then we got Jeff, a new name up here. Garrett led one lap, dropped back. He's in fifth. Brady, he's been up and down day, and now we got Henry making his way to the front. Jason staying about even. Bryce and Hunter staying about even too.
And yeah, that Canada Patriot car, Brady Cox, is a fellow Canadian. Love to see that out there on the racetrack. We get ready to go back racing here. It'll be another single file restart. Them guys trying to keep it green for a full lap, so it'll be a spread out restart. We'll see these guys have a lot of room to work with. Nick Pena will control it. He'll lead us off here.
As the pace car does pull off, and we're gonna hear him accelerate the Pro Mazda, and he will take the green flag here. And he's got a little gap starting to build between him and Brad.
Yeah, he's got to be very careful, though. Those cars can catch him quick. He's just got to be smart, not throw any big blocks, keep his car clean here. It's the most important thing, is getting to the end of one of these things.
But true, as you see Brad looking to his outside, will not close the gap, but that draft is definitely overpowering down the back straightaway. So you continue to see Brad now look back to the outside on his door now. They're going to be side by side. This is going to let everybody close the gap in, as you can see now. Jeff, Bob closing the gap. I think that might be Garrett closing the gap. We're going to have a 5-car pack here in a minute. 6-car pack here now.
Yeah, and that's the one thing about these single file restarts. It allows these guys to get huge runs as they come up and catch the field. They're all pushing hard to make sure they stay within striking distance of these leaders, and now they're 3 wide already. Down the front straightaway, they're 3 wide. It's Nick Pena on the bottom. Henry Clapper going to push that top lane, and it looks like the top lane will have the advantage into turn number 1.
Oh! We're halfway in this event. I don't know what Henry's trying to do. Henry's trying to go get that bonus point for leading the lap, and he wants to do it now, but he might have made a mistake by going up here. You saw that contract between, I think, Brad and maybe Nick?
Yeah, that was Nick Pena. Those two bounced off each other, and lucky to have those open wheel cars. I mean, lucky they didn't catch wheels and fly off into the air. That's one of the scariest things about these tight racing, is they're 3 wide as well.
I think we need to give a huge shout out to Josh Patterson. Where did he come from? I haven't said his name a single time today. Now he's up here with the lead. As you continue to watch, I don't know everybody's team here, but the Nova Sim Racing boys 1-2 right now. Here we go, 4 wide on the front stretch, maybe 5. Henry goes to the outside.
Henry pushing Nick Pena, and Nick Pena running right up against that wall. Give the lead to Nick Pena at the line.
Whoa, they're getting some tight racing. Now we got 4 wide, 2-1, baby.
And that 24 Bob Schumacher in that blue and orange car on the bottom lane looks like he's having a little bit of a handling issue almost. He's having trouble keeping it down there. And
yeah, now we got, we got a big check up from Jaden. About ran in the back of Josh Patterson. Josh went to go throw a block there. And I think Jaden was being very nice there with still about 18 to go. I think that was like 5 to go. I don't see Jaden lifting.
Yeah, for sure, as we see Josh Patterson stuck in the middle, but not quite getting moved back here. He's got a teammate in Garrett White there on the outside. And let's see if they work together. Is Schumacher going to have the lead? Henry Clapper going to look to the inside. He's going to follow the 24 now.
Yeah, I don't know who that went to the outside. Was that he's going to lead this lap? That was Garrett A. White. He will take the lead away.
Garrett White, another driver who's been really good this season. He nearly got done at Kentucky a couple weeks back, and a lot of good races for him so far this season.
Yeah, now you can see Garrett once again go behind his Nova Sim Racing teammate Josh Patterson. And now we got the outlaw boy of Henry Clapper. And now we got a little check up here. We're going to be 3 wide again, maybe 4 if you get it down. And they're going to stay 3 and contact again Bob and Josh.
So we see Clappert moving around. He's working with a bunch of different guys. He's friends with Josh Patterson, friends with Garrett White, and maybe trying to work with them, but also trying to work with some of these other guys, maybe make some friends out there. You know, you never know who will help you out in the end of these things, who will give you that push that you need or give you a little more room than some of these other guys. Is Clappert. Contact, and they're wrecking! Josh Patterson in a wall in the air right there, and he's spun around. These guys having to check up and more contact. Austin Duran nearly plows in.
The whole track is blocked on the front stretch. We all know that Josh still has a fast repair, but we all know Bob already used his fast repair. That's probably night ending for Bob. Josh, honestly, might just... No, Josh is pretty screwed up in the rear end.
Yeah, and we're going to have a look at the replay here as we're back under caution on lap 24 as we came down the front straightaway. Let's have a quick look at the WARC replay. We're going to go on board with Austin Duran, who is flying into this group up ahead here. Get our look at this now. See Austin Duran's view. They start to make contact. They go up the track. He sees that smoke, and you can hear him out of the throttle.
Yeah, I just don't know, like,
wow,
why Bob moved down after the react. He should have held his brake, and it seemed like it might have collected Dimitri and a few other.
Very, very close there for Austin Duran, and a very, very good job to stay out of that and hang on to his car under braking as well. These things can sometimes get a little loose on you when you start to get on that brake pedal. See if we can get one more look at this incident here.
And our favorite person has just arrived. Brayson Collins, our race admin, is here, boys. And he is, well, yeah. He is laying down the hammer right now to these drivers. As we got, a lot of cause of damage out of this one again.
So we'll get back to the live action there. You saw the 24 of Bob Schumacher involved in that. He drops to 17th after that incident. And very unfortunate. They're having a good run there. They're up front contending, and that's as quick as your night gets going, and it's as quick as it can end right there. And that goes to show what can happen.
This wreck kind of looked like 2020 Indy, the Brickyard 400 in the NASCAR race where they kind of wrecked on pit road. One guy checked up, and everybody got nowhere to go and ran in the back of each other. As if you switch over to Josh Patterson, Jay, you can see the man, the legend himself, struggling to get that call back to pit road.
Gotta give him credit, though, as he's maneuvering this thing back, and, I mean, saving you a huge amount of time. If you can get your car back all by yourself, you can drive it back, even though he's slipping and sliding. As long as you can make it back, that'll save you a lot of time.
Yeah, and he had to go a whole lap around, because he wrecked just after the entrance of pit road.
That as well. And there he goes. He'll make it back. He'll burn up a faster pair, but he's still in the show here. He's still in contention. And you can be from anywhere from the top to all the way down at the bottom of that leaderboard and still be in the race for the win tonight.
Yeah, and officially Ryan Moulton has packed his Pro Mazda back into the virtual hall, and he has left the racetrack.
Yeah, and you hate to see it for that 9 team. They were really strong, and that's a driver who works hard. Very smart driver, very respectful driver, and you hate to see guys like that get caught up in wrecks and get into the wall and crash their cars. We see our in-race reporter actually up to 3rd. That's Christian Visconti. What you got to say?
I don't know. I don't want to be 3rd, but I guess I just came out of pits here. I'll try and maybe go up and lead the lap, but these guys aren't done wrecking yet, so I'll probably go back to my spot in the back and just hope for a massive one, I guess.
Yeah, where were you standing when that big one happened in the front stretch and blocking it? Were you behind it, ahead of it, or in it?
I was thankfully behind it, and I was kind of up in that pack a bit, but I backed out and like a lap or two before. It's at the right time, I guess. I almost hit Josh, but I just locked it down, and thankfully no one ran into me. I was fully expecting someone to run me over, but we're still going, still got a fast repair, so we're good. All
right, well, you have fun coasting on the back straightaway, getting ready to go back green. As we go through our top 4 drivers right here, we got Garrett White again in the lead. We got Nick Piana trying to get the lead back to lead the most laps. Then we got Christian McCarthy in third place. Henry Clapton in fourth. Freddie Cox in fifth. And Brad in sixth. So, Brad, once again, he's making that control work for his work pretty well. And Josh Patterson, once he got his Pro Mazda fix, will be round out 16th. So a lot of cars still left in this race. Don't know how many still have fast repairs left. I don't have that data. We got Outlaw Racing. We got Nova Sim Racing. We had Ryan Moulton Racing. We have, I don't know who else. Fraud Design Racing. I don't know who else we got in this race, but we're getting ready to go back green. That's a green flag will be displayed. Garrett White with the big launch. Christopher Conti moves to second. Nick falls to third. And Henry, he's just trying to figure out where to go. As now we work ourselves through 1 and 2. Christopher Conti to the back door of Garrett A. White. Garrett White's just going to hold the bottom. Henry, well, I don't know what Henry was trying to prove there, but he about wrecked himself. As now Nick back to the bottom. They're going to force a 3-4 wide at 1 point. It's going to stay 3 wide. Henry Clapper to the lead. Christian middle, and here comes Jeff. Henry Clapper trying to get that extra bonus point for leading the lap. He had the chance to go down low. He didn't take it. Christian back to the middle. And Christian's going to hold the outside, and Garrett's going to take the lead. As we work ourselves back down into turn number 4, once again, Nick's going to peek inside. We're going to force 4 wide on the front stretch here at Indy. Josh Patterson tries to go 5, but he ain't going to be able to do it. This time it's going to be Christopher Conti, and he's going to take the bonus point.
Just like I drew it up.
And Christopher Conti will queue up real quick, say a couple words, and he'll drop the heck out of this lead pack. He doesn't want to get wrecked yet. Contact between Garrett and Nick. Here comes Josh and Henry. And Hunter Fox. Henry continuing trying to make that outside lane work. This time he's going to take it. Hunter with the Walter Auto Sports. That's the other team I was talking about. 4 wide, Hunter Fox to the lead. Henry will drop out. Jaden Carter on, I think, Walter, as Hunter will clear all lanes. Leaving Garrett and Nick to defend. And no contact between Nick and Garrett again. 3 wide for the race lead. I don't know what happened to my beautiful screen here, but we're back as we got Hunter, Garrett, and Jaden. Jaden's going to lead this lap with Garrett in second. Walk ourselves back into turn number 3. Henry Clapper yet to lead a lap here. He's yet to get the bonus point. Everybody's been trying to get all day long. I know a couple of these guys only race part-time and a couple full-time. As with 3 wide again. 4 wide. Henry did not want to sub at 4 wide. As we continue to stay 3 wide on the front straightaway, here we go back down into turn number 3. With Nick trying to get the lead back again. He will hold the bottom. Garrett's stuck on the top side. Fox trying to go in below. And here comes White and Fox trying to hold on the outside. Yeah, here comes Henry. Henry clips the apron here. Henry could force an issue. Not going to force it, though. Garrett will force the issue. Garrett's going to lead this lap. Garrett will lead this lap. And a caution comes out. And I don't know where Jay is, but Dimitri is spun around on the front stretch. And we can find Jay Motor. We can update everybody on this, but I can try to explain what happened. Well, he clipped the pit wall and spun himself. That's, yeah. Jay Motor, you back, buddy? Well, Christian, I know you didn't want to see that yellow. Can you make it to the end?
Yeah, we're good on fuel. We can make it to the end on fuel. I don't know if I'm going to make it to the end with my car in one piece, though. These guys are getting aggressive, which is expected. We're coming to 10 to go at the line here, so it's only going to get more wild, you know? Just hope I can survive.
Yeah, very true. Is Sounds like we ain't gonna stay under yellow very long. Sounds like you guys are going to try to go back green here pretty quick. Ten laps remaining, and yeah, I think it's go time for some of these drivers. As with double fire, we are gonna go green this time. Christian, is it go time, or do you still hang out in the back?
Well, you'd think it would be go time, but considering I'm pretty sure we have green light checkers and stuff, I'm probably gonna chill where I think it's safe just for a bit. I have no doubts I can probably work my way up through the pack if need be if we don't get a wreck, but I'm certainly gonna hang out just for a couple more laps because there's still quite a long distance to go in this race.
Yes, we were shorting our caution by 1 lap. Yeah, as we continue, as we actually just showing the caution lap, the field rolls themselves through 3 and 4 here. We're getting ready to go back green with 9 laps remaining. All I know is, well, somehow Kristen posed this off as an in-race reporter. Oh, that mic is going to be ready, and we might hear that man celebrate pretty good here. As I remember, $25 on the line here. I know a lot of people would want $25. I know what $25 mean to a lot of these people, and we're about to find out whoever wins this race what their $25 is going to. As Garrett White will get the big jump on our restart, followed by Hunter, Nick, and Brady. And Garrett can play the line game. He could play both sides. He could block both lines. We got less than 9 to go now. Everybody needs to focus. It's going to be a race back into turn number 1 to turn number 2. Garrett holds the bottom. Then Hunter Fox to the outside. Side by side through turn number 2. Hunter stuck on the outside. It's going to leave Nick and Garrett on the inside. Garrett's slide up a little bit. Nick's going to take advantage of it. Nick's to the bottom of the racetrack down to the white line. Garrett's going to block the top. Here comes Hunter. Hunter's going to sub it 3, 4 wide down here with, I think that's Christopher Conti in the middle. Christopher Conti will take the race lead. They're 4, 3 wide now. Christian was not able to clear them, though. Now they're going to stay side by side for the top 2 spot. And Hunter continue to try to make that outside lane work. Cannot do it here. Hunter going to start falling. Garrett's going to stop at 3. Little squirrel behind. No caution, though. And now Garrett A. White's going to retake the race lead with Christopher Conti in second. Garrett's going to clear him. So with Hunter. Hunter would clear at least 1. Garrett's going to clear both. Garrett's going to try to slide down middle. Could not get down in the time. As you can see now, Brady Cox will try to make his move to the outside. And he's going to take the outside away from Hunter. Hunter now stuck in the middle. Garrett stuck in the middle. Contact made. No caution. No crashing either. 3 wide down the front stretch. Full back stretch. Cannot speak today, guys. 3 wide, and somebody, I think that was Nick, is going to bail out of that one. Garrett's going to have the lead. Jaden on the bottom. Brady Cox on the top. 3 wide. Now back to 2 wide. Jaden versus Garrett into turn number 4. Here they go. It's just 7 cars under a pack, I think. Maybe 8. I don't know, but all I know is both lanes not going anywhere. Oh, 4 wide for the 3 wide for the race lead. This time it's going to be led by Jaden Carter. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe not. No, Hunter Fox is going to get him that last time. 3 wide back into turn number 1. As you can see, Garrett's going to get cleared again. So Garrett's going to fall to the third. He's going to drop right to the bottom. Hunter's stuck on the outside. Jaden on the bottom. And here comes Nick. Here comes Jeff. And here comes Brady. As we work ourselves down the back straightaway. And Garrett's going to take the bottom away. I don't know why Jaden moved up like that. Some contact between Jeff and Nick. Nick's going to retake the lead again. 3 wide down into turn number 1. That's not going to stay 3 wide very long. Aggressive move by Hunter Fox, and Hunter Fox is going to take the lead, and that was a really solid entry by Hunter Fox. As Garrett's going to go back to the outside, side by side for the race lead through turn number 4. They're going to be 3 wide behind him, 2 by 2 by 2, and then you got Christopher Conte with nowhere to go, 4 wide for the race lead, and now with 5 wide at one point. Back to 4, back to 3. 3 wide, 6 laps remaining in that last lap. Well, that's going to be Nick Piana again. That's probably the most laps led by Nick, but I don't 100% know how many laps he's actually led. As we work ourselves down the back straightaway, Hunter Fox, your race leader. Nick Piana in second, and Garrett A. White in third. As we work ourselves down the back straightaway, 4 wide again. Christopher Conte in the middle. Oh, Hunter's in the grass. That got a little bit squirrely, and Kristen's going to take the white line on the bottom lane. As we work ourselves through 3 and 4 again. Kristen, your race leader. Then you got Hunter, then you got Nick, then you got Garrett, Brady, and Jaden, and Jeff, and then everybody else. So Nicholas is trying to get back up. Henry's catching up. Josh is catching up. Everybody's starting to catch up to the lead pack. We get to the line again, and I want to say it might have been, what's his name? And it was not. It was Garrett. That was not that last lap. 3 wide again. Christian on the bottom. Nick in the middle. And we got Garrett A. White in the top. Oh, contact. No spinner yet. That's some big contact, though. Henry cues up and complains about someone slowing down. Oh, Chris, I don't want to distract you too much, but how's that lead taking you?
It's nice. Wish the race ended this time by, but not too much longer. Hopefully, we can hang on.
Yeah, so you continue to start getting a little bit schooly behind you as we see Hunter Fox blink out a second. Nick Piana in third, and now we got we're single fired out here, but I don't know if that's another charge. Here comes Gary, here comes Jaden, and everybody else. An issue for Jaden that last time, and now we're 3 wide on the front stretch. Garrett A. White will take the race lead. Oh, Garrett gets punted by Brady. What a save by Garrett. What a save by Garrett. That could have been ugly. That would have been the whole top 5. As we see Nick. Oh. We see Nick currently sitting third. Hunter is going to go 3 wide. Christopher Conte at the bottom. Christopher Conte is going to lose it to Hunter. Hunter back to the lead. Here comes Garrett and Brady, though. Garrett to the race lead for a second. Now back to Hunter. Christian gets with a screw. 3 by 3 now. 4 wide at one point. Now to 3 by 3, and then a bunch of other people trying to close the gap now. Henry's losing. Henry's backing off. Josh is backing off. Ethan's coming up finally. Coming less than 4 to go here. Coming up 4 to go. Oh, 3 to go. My bad. Yeah, 4 to go. My bad. Cannot do it today. My talent level is pretty good today. As now we work ourselves into the front stretch. Jason Mosa, new leader. Don't know where he came from, but he's trying to take the lead away, and he's going to try to knock some laps down. 3 laps remaining here in the Indianapolis 100, the GGR. Indianapolis, and we get torn from the race field. Garrett A. White involved. Jason Mosa involved. That was not what you wanted to see. That was a big one.
If only green-white checkers didn't exist, man.
And Tristan Vacanti will be your race leader. This will be a green-white checkered attempt number 1. Jason Mosa destroyed. Garrett White, I think, still has a fastest pepper. He's got damage. That was big, and I'm going to go with Christian, who was right in the middle of it. Christian, what did you see?
I don't know. I knew the bottom was probably the safest place because I figured they'd wreck up the track. Looks like I was right. I don't know if we were 3 or 4 wide there and we just ran out of room or someone pushed wrong, but lucky I wasn't in it.
As I'm watching the work replay as we pull it up here, Brady Cox 5th. I know he just asked for some insight. We're going to see exactly what happened. the guy on the bottom, I think that might have been Hunter Fox, turned Jason Moss up the field into a Garrett A. White. Garrett spun, got Brady, had nowhere to go. Brady tabbed the rear end of Garrett, and it was just a chain reaction down the back straightaway. And yeah, so we got a little teammate battle going on right now. Some frustrations between the teammates. So yeah, as we back live, 2 laps to go. Well, it's gonna be a green-white checkered, unlimited attempts. Hopefully, we don't have to use any more than just one. I know Christian just wants to go 1 lap and be over, but well, we might not get there. Bob is back on track, couple laps down, so we don't have to worry about him. Garrett did finally get the pit road. We're gonna see if he's got a faster pair. As we await his Ford F1, Ford F-150. So used to trucks. Garrett, as we see Garrett take his left-hander into his pit box, we're going to see if it fixes his call. Yes, it does. So Garrett will be back in this race. I know our race leader, Chris, and I'm pretty sure he still has a faster pair.
Yep, still got one going. I'm going full send here.
Like I said, Christian was playing that strategy. Henry was, well, I thought he was playing that strategy. I don't know where the hell he went. Oh, he's on pit road. As now we work ourselves down the back straightaway. Oh, we work ourselves through 3 and 4. As who's in the grass? Who is driving through the grass? Is that Hen Dog? No, it's somebody else. They didn't give us 1 to green yet, correct, Christian?
Nope, come where I'm 2 to green, come the one at the line.
Okay. Yeah, sorry for the lack of talking on a Carson. There's not much you can really talk about on a Carson, just because, well, the pacing. And there's no really big headlines because there's no really any tire advantage or fuel concern, so it's all about just getting the draft and pulling away. I can say with the amount of cars we still have left in this race, it's still anybody's race and anybody can win. We got Ethan back in 5th. We just got Jaden back in 9th. I think, like I said, Josh Patterson 12th. Henry Clappett's 8th. Garrett White 20. He's 10th. I don't know if he came back down pit road. Jason's 15th, but we continue to see a couple of these drivers struggle. Garrett will pull out the pit road. He's being scored 10th, so Garrett's got a lot of room to make up in a short amount of time. He's going to get it done, probably. As we do work our way. Guys, okay, so at race control, I just told all drivers, do not lay back or jump if you're in the back. So they want this to be as fair as possible. And I totally agree with race control. You're racing for $25. Let's make this as fair as possible. Let's make this a good finish and a great reason to race for $25. As race control continues to tell drivers everything. This is better than NASCAR did Sunday. Of course, we don't have rain in iRacing, so couldn't be worried about rain racing or nothing like that. But we continue to work our way around this racetrack. Beautiful Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Beautiful track. Great venues week in and week out. As we take the green, coming to take the green flag with Christopher Conti as your race leader. With Nick, Jeff, Brad, and Ethan in the top 5. And, well, we saw a little lay back, and Chris is going to retake the lead, and he's going to lead this lap by almost 2 car lengths. And now it's all up to Jeff and everybody else, the rest of the game. Going to have to use the draft to their advantage. Here they go through turn number 1. As here comes Jeff. Jeff look to the outside. Jeff will take the advantage. Kristen's got to hold that inside line. He will. Ethan Harrison stuck behind Kristen. Here comes Brady Cox, the fellow Canadian. Jay Motors fellow Canadian. Absolutely. Brady Cox will take the race lead. Here comes Henry. Henry's going to suffer 4 wide. Henry's going to take the lead for a minute. 3 wide back into turn number 4. Oh, 3. As now they're 3 wide, and Henry and Brady make contact. Henry with the save of a lifetime. No comment on Henry or Brady yet. Can they get to the white this time? Down in front stretch they go. If they get to the white, this race is official no matter what happens. And as of now, we're going to get there 3, 4 wide for the race lead. Who's going to take the white as the leader? Christopher Conte is going to take the white as the leader. And they're wrecking behind. They took the crest. That's the whole rest of the field. We got a what? 1, 2. I don't even know. They're wrecking behind Big though. We got Christopher Conte going to try to win the money. Brace Armstrong trying to win the money. Hunter Fox, Austin, the 4 cars betting for 1 spot to lead, to win, the $25 down the back straightaway. Bryce Armstrong gonna retake the race lead away. Christian with no help. Christian gets torn to the grass. He saves it. Maybe something big happens in front of him. 3 guys left in a blanket. We have Hunter Fox, Bryce Armstrong pulling away, but here comes Austin Durain. Austin Durain on the turn number 4 is going to have 1 opportunity to do it. He looks low, a block low. He looks even lower. Side-by-side contact made. Here comes Chris and everybody's wrecking at the line. I think who don't know who got it. Austin Durain did not get it. Bryce Armstrong by 0.010 thousandth of a second is going to pull it off. Bryce Armstrong, Austin Durain, and Hunter Fox is your top 3. Christian, well, I wish things could be better for you, man.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. Typical GGR. You know, the league's not good at all, so I didn't expect anything less than a 15-car wreck on the last lap and me getting dumped from the lead, but it's what it is. That's why I don't race this.
Yeah, well, thank you for tuning in to, well, we're going to get the top 3 interviews going on, but we're going to take a short commercial break here and let this top 3 rating to get in the rating, which we can interview him. Like I said, Bryce Armstrong has just won the $25.
The field is rolling on the back straightaway.
Get ready. This is going to be tight. Out of turn 4, ladies and gentlemen. The All-American 400 is underway.
Got to be careful. The bumps here can get you every time. Entering the corner, exiting the corner.
Okay, welcome back to Work TV, and well, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. So we're gonna throw in Bryce Armstrong, who just pulled off the absolute win of the century for $25. Bryce, you got a copy?
I got you. I got you.
Well, I don't know where you came from in that final lap, but you just won $25. And how did you do it?
I have no idea. So, I mean, I knew I had a fast car. I mean, I qualified third. I knew I was going to be, a threat to win. But around halfway through the race, I forgot to uncheck my fast repair, so I had to really take it careful for a while. And then at the end there was just like 2 to go. I said, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna go up there and race." And then I ended up winning, which I don't know how I won upside down.
We saw some contact there at the finish, but you beat him by 0.010, so it was closer than you thought. But you just won $25. What's you gonna do with it?
I know I'm $25 richer now. Let's fucking go. I don't know. I mean, I might just blow it on poker, probably. That's what I'll do.
Well, what's you got anybody want to give a shout out to? Family, friends, team?
Fuck, nah, this is all me, baby. No shout outs. Hunter Fox, I'll give him a shout out. My
Well,
boy.
Congratulations, and well, go enjoy your $25.
Thank you.
That was Bryce Armstrong, your race winner. As now we're gonna pull in Austin Durain, your P2 finisher, in a photo finish. Austin, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, Austin, you finished P2. You almost had him. What could you done different to get by him?
Really nothing. I mean, I got into Christian on the backstretch, and I apologize for that. But yeah, his wing got the win pretty much. I don't know. That was probably the craziest finish I've ever been a part of.
Yeah, it took me a couple of seconds to figure out who actually won that race, just because of how close it was coming across the finish line. You had to avoid some pretty big wrecks throughout the whole race. What was your strategy going into the race, approaching that $25?
Yeah, my strategy was to just lay out in the back the entire race. I don't think I cracked the top 10 until probably the final lap. I just found a hole on the outside when they wrecked and drove right through. But yeah, that was super close.
Yeah, well, I think you can take the big head of steam that you did finish P2 podium finish. Anybody want to give a shout out to? Thanks.
My dad might be watching the broadcast, so I'll shout out to him. But thanks to RDM Racing and Snowman Studios.
Well, thank you, and have a great rest of your night. And that was Austin Durain with your P2 finish.
Thank you, guys.
Now your P3 finisher, Hunter Fox. He got it done in P3. Hunter, you got a copy? Oh, P3 got it. Hunter, you got a copy? Oh, yeah, P3 driver does not have a copy. Well, that was hey, Hunter, you got a copy? Yeah, our P3 driver does not have a copy. So we're gonna move on to our race results. If you could pop that up, Jeff. As we will go through our running order. Let's see if I can get these names down. We got Bryce Armstrong, your race winner and your $25 winner of your GGR, second Indianapolis 100. So thank you everybody for tuning in. But yeah, as you finish second, we got Austin Durain. Third, we got Hunter Fox. Fourth, we got Christopher Conti. Jeff Adicado in fifth. Henry Clapper in sixth. Josh Patterson in seventh. Brad in eighth. Nicholas in ninth. Brady Cox in 10th. And that will round out your top 10. Finishing 11th after a late race braking accident. Garrett White in 11th. Jaden Carter in 12th. Ethan Harrison, strong run, will actually finish 13th. Nick Piana, after dominating up in the lead a lot of this race, finishes 14th. One lap down. Finishing 15th will be Jason Marshall, 5 laps down. Then we got Dimitri Mundros and 16th, 13 laps down. Bob Schumacher back in 13 laps down in 17th. And then 18th, you got Tristan Rivers. 19th, Ryan Martin, and Ryan came in 20th. 24th was Bryson Roop at 33 laps down, so just 10 laps he completed. But he will round out the field in 24th. 21 cars started the race, and only 10 finished on the lead lap. But it was an exciting finish here at Indianapolis. We want to give a big shout out to GGR, NASCAR Reports, and all the sponsors for tonight's event. as this will round out the GGR second in Indianapolis 100.